Hey, wanted to see what you're doing in your business right now, how you're adapting to all these changes. I'm going to be going live a lot more, probably once a day during this time. And I'm spending some time on my back porch smoking a cigar, was thinking about all the business owners. I just got done with my SBA application. Think about all the business owners out there that are looking for answers. I was just talking with a guy that's on our a small business um, a small business group. There's thousands of people in there. And he's a restaurant owner, and seems like he's freaking out, and I totally understand that. And a lot of businesses right now are going through difficult times. They're kind of seeing where things are headed, and it is a difficult time. I mean, I think that we have to kind of face those facts that this is something that is happening right now. What's up, Tom Love, Mike Jenkins, Jay Kinnemer? Shane Ray, how you doing? I mean, Nate Smith, what's up? This is happening, and I think we've got to start to accept that and get out of this place of denial and start to think about how we're going to adapt our businesses, how we're going to change our businesses, how we're going to change the way we do business. And one thing that I'm going to be focused on this next week is I want to reach out to every single one of my customers. I want to talk to them on the phone. I'm going to be blowing up the phone. What's up, Matt Crane? Chattanooga's doing well, man. We're doing just fine. Hope you're doing well too. There is so many things that are changing right now. I think that we got to get back to some fundamentals. So one thing I'm going to be doing in my business this week is focusing on reaching out to our clients, our existing clients. How can we help them? Can we talk to them? I mean, I think a lot of us just need to connect because we're having this time where we're away from our normal course of business. We have to change what normal is. That is happening. This is happening. We're not getting away from it. And I think this next week is going to be unprecedented. It's going to be a time that we've never seen before in our lives. And it requires us to start to accept that we might have to sacrifice some of our individual rights in order to help the greater good. And this is the time for that to happen. As much as we might not want to accept that or face that, it is happening. And so I challenge you to think about what you're doing in your business now and what you're going to do this next week, and to not be in this state of what I view as complaining. I mean, I understand worrying, but worrying never got me anywhere. Worrying always gets me in my head, gets me in my thoughts, and it takes me away from action. It gets me stuck in the mud. And I don't want to be stuck in the mud. I don't want to be stuck like this. So I think one thing you've got to do is focus on contacting your existing customers. Who have you done business with in the past? What vendors do you work with? All the connections that you've had in your business, in the normal course of business, how often are you reaching out to those connections? Talk to your banker, talk to your lenders. Get the conversation going. Get a pulse of where everybody is, and I think that will help you continue to move forward during this time. This is a time where we've got to get back to some basics. We're all focused on keeping our family safe. We're focused on our health. I mean, I've heard so many people say health is wealth, right? So we're trying to stay healthy. We're focused on food. Do we have enough food? Are we going to be able to get food? People are focused on toilet paper, for goodness sakes. Right, it's not a time to panic. I agree with you, Charlie. But I also agree, Charlie, and I believe that this is a time where we have to get super focused and we have to get aligned with the relationships that have gotten us where we are today. And the way to get aligned with those relationships is to talk with them. I believe that a part of our everyday routine needs to begin with contacting our existing relationships. This is a time where we need to be looking into so many opportunities. That's right, Terry Thayer, so many opportunities right now. But those opportunities, I think, are going to pass us by if we don't get focused. this is a time to get focused. It's a time to accept the things we cannot change and change the things we can. We need to understand what do I have control over? I've got control over what I do during the day now. I might not be able to go anywhere. Well, maybe we do have time. Maybe we can go wherever we want to right now, but I think that's going to change this week. But what can we change in our everyday routine? I think we got to get super focused on that. Once we accept the fact that we are in this unprecedented time, that this is not going away anytime soon, now we have to decide, okay, this is our new reality. What are we going to do? What can we do? What actions can we take? And everybody that's on here that I've seen pop up on this live, there is actions that we can take each day and connections that we already have that can help us continue to grow and to take advantage of these opportunities. One of those opportunities right now is taking advantage of a lot of these. I know it's a loan, but goodness sakes, I mean, this is something you should be applying for. These SBA loans, $300 billion. I don't care what business you're in, you should be applying no matter what. I mean, what's the worst that they can say is no? So you can go there. I mean, banks right now, I don't believe, are lending. I don't think that they're going to be out calling their customers. This traditional way of doing business and not being online, I mean, this is the time to get online. This is a time to start thinking about, how can I be a positive influence on other people? How can I get connected with people? The way you can get connected right now is through social media. Jermaine, how have you been? I've been doing well, man. I've had a crazy week. There is so much information coming out right now. I'm trying to learn that information, understand it, and distribute it out as much as I possibly can. That's what I'm focused on. But I've been doing incredible, man. Amanda Williams, how do they figure out how much to give you? They figure out how much to give you based off of the underwriting process. So they're going to look at your financials. They're going to look at your business, your industry. They're going to look at the collateral that you might have. They're going to look at the collateral that you don't have. They're going to give out $25,000 uncollateralized. That's like basically a free line of credit, 3.75%. I mean, I would apply all day for that, no matter what business you're in. So this is something that you got to be aware of and take advantage of. Another thing, like I was saying, is contacting your existing relationships in your business. Amanda, like I think about your business, you know so many different people. You need to be on Instagram and Facebook every single day. Terry Thayer, I think about you as well. These relationships that we have, these connections that we have, this online presence that we've developed, we've got to use that even more. We've got to increase the activity. Charlie, the plumbing world isn't slowing down yet. We continue to serve. Exactly, Charlie. My sink was broken this week, Charlie. My dishwasher started leaking this week on Monday and Tuesday. Our dishwasher isn't even working. Lindsay's having to wash dishes by hand. I mean, this is like, talk about getting back to some basics. But then our sink started leaking. So yes, plumbing is still out there. Can you apply for multiple businesses? If you have, I learned this week when I was, yesterday when I was putting together my application, you have to submit what your affiliated entities are. So you cannot apply through other entities that you own 50% or more of. So you probably want to just apply through your main entity is what I would recommend. Electrical is as well. Yeah, electrical's still going, Jermaine. That's exactly right. I mean, there's still needs out there, everybody. There is still needs that need to be met. People still got to file their tax returns. People still got to keep their businesses going. I think that there is a lot of opportunity right now. What's up, Beth Hostetler? Brian Fryer, how you doing, man? James Pratt, what's up? Yeah, Amanda, I've been nonstop on Facebook today messaging group admin people about Airbnb businesses. Yes, exactly. I mean, there's still tons of opportunity right now, but I think that this time is requiring us to get focused again. and to get connected with those relationships that we've already had. Once we're able to accept the time that we're in and accept that we are not going to be able to change this immediately, but there's certain actions that we can take ourselves, like self-quarantining, that we can take those steps and accept that that's the new reality right now, and then adapt. The ones that adapt during this time are going to be the ones that come out on top. There are so many different small businesses right now that are being affected that are going to be forced to change. I'm having to do that in my business as well. Completely change. And one thing that I've been doing wrong this has caused me to understand is I have not been in contact with my customers directly as much as I should have. So that's one commitment that I'm making in my business, is to talk to my customers, not just be on Instagram, not just be on Facebook, not just be talking about different products that are available and everything, but literally call the customers and understand what is going on in their business, what's truly on their mind. How can I truly help them through this time? What is the most important thing on their list right now? That's hard to do, and it's going to take some time, but I think we're going to have plenty of time to do it. This week, I mean, who knows what's going to happen this week? Who knows? I think it's a new world. Does anybody else have any questions right now relative to taxes or this new tax break or the SBA loans that are out there? This is stuff that is happening. That's one thing that we're helping a lot of our clients with. I'm going to have a webinar that's going to talk about how to apply for these SBA loans. And the thing is, you can use it for anything in your business. There is not a lot of stipulations. And like I said, you can apply. I mean, why not take that action and just at least apply? But your business has to be in business for at least a year. It has to have been active for at least a year to get it. It can't be a brand new business. I did learn that today too. What's up, Jim Wright? How you doing, man? These are interesting times. It's things that we've got to be doing. We've got to start getting back to some fundamentals, some basics, some basic structure and fundamentals in our business that will allow us to keep moving forward. This week, I'm starting my management team on reading a book together. We're going to read one chapter each week. We're going to talk about it on a Zoom call because I think it's very important. And this is a book that you should read right now. It's called Lincoln Leadership. It's about leadership in difficult times, in tough times. And it's about Abraham Lincoln, of course. It is an incredible book. I've already read it once. I'm going to ask my management team to start reading it this week. And that book talks about what Lincoln went through during the Civil War, during his presidency, and how he overcame difficult times. And what's cool is at the end of each chapter, it establishes what Lincoln principles are and applies what he was going through to today and how we can use that in our business. This book will help you get through these difficult times. It will help you get through these unprecedented times, these tough times. One of our guys has cut ad spending. Others are negotiating better rates on billboards and stuff. We decide to be a part of group 2 and shoot for growth. Exactly. This is a time to grow your company. It's a time to gain market share and service your existing customers. You know, I'd say if you're in the plumbing or electrical business, I'd be calling everybody that I've ever helped before and see how their home is. See what's going on. Do they have any problems? I mean, I wish that my plumber had called me a little while ago. I would have been able to eliminate some problems for sure. But while everybody's at home, while everybody's out of their normal routine, this is the time to contact them and connect with them. What's funny about this time is we're self-quarantined and we're outside of our regular normal course of business, but it's the time when we can connect with each other the most because we're not distracted by the sports games and field trips and end of school stuff. I mean, there's so much that we can focus on right now. What's up, Marcus? Mike Jenkins, did both tax filing and payment deadline extend? Yes, they did. I've seen conflicting articles on that. Some articles say you still have to file, but pay by July 15th. No, they extended the filing date and the payment date to July 15th for businesses and individuals, which is huge. That's another 90 days, and you don't get any penalties or interest if you delay that payment till July 15th. The other big thing, if you're an estimated tax payment payer, if you pay estimated tax payments for 2020, you don't have to make all your estimates until October 15th. So you don't have to make any estimated payments on April 15th or June 15th. They're going to delay it till October 15th. What's up, Kevin Krautsack? Derek, how you doing, man? So there are so many different things that we can be doing right now that is outside of our normal course of business that is going to help us grow our business right now. And that one thing, the main thing that we need to be doing is contacting people we've been doing business with. Those old connections that you haven't been really contacting all that much. Vendors, not only customers, but vendors, lenders, contact them, look them up, see what they're up to, see how it's affecting their business. How can we start to collaborate more during this time when we're not all so busy? That's what I'm going to be focused on this week. Been focused on that the last, 8 or 9 days. Been able to figure out new ways to serve customers. These changing times have forced me to, we're not just in the compliance business. We like to bring value to our customers. We like to bring value to them immediately. That's part of helping them get money for their business and really understanding the problems that they're having. I feel like that, one way that I can be a positive influence to our clients is to just get on the phone with them and see how they're doing. Give them a new perspective. Maybe help them start writing their goals down every day. Writing my goals down each day has completely changed my life. It's completely changed my daily routine and where my mind is during the day. It allows me to be less distracted by all the noise. That's another practice that you can start doing during this time because you got more time to do it. It doesn't take that long. It takes about a minute and 36 seconds. I've timed myself a couple times. What's up, J.R. Fitch? How you doing, man? But I want to continue to help people. I want to continue during this time to be going live. I'm going to try to go live each day. These lives are going to be put on my YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch them. I've put a lot of information out on this, on everything that's happening new with the tax code, with the SBA lending, all of these things. What's up, Bob Johnson? Are there any tax changes with regard to mortgages? Marsha, I haven't seen anything new coming out about mortgages. What I have heard is that there are some banks and lenders that are starting to say that they're going to forgive mortgage payments for a temporary period of time. So that's why I'm saying get connected with your lenders, give them a call, see what they're doing, see how they are going to help their customers so that you don't make any unnecessary payments. That's one thing I'm going to be focused on this week. This is something that is unprecedented. So I think that you're going to see some business owners, you're going to see lenders, you're going to see all different types of businesses doing things outside of the normal course of business. This is huge. So it's important to be in communication with them. Jeremy Diesel, what's up? Giesel, sorry, man. You're still roofing, that's right. J.R. Fitch, are you hearing anything about penalty fee withdrawals from IRAs and 401ks? Yes, that just came out. You are going to be forgiven the 10% penalty that's normally taken when you take out early withdrawals from IRAs and 401ks. You have to be affected by the coronavirus directly, or you have to have a family member that is, but that will allow you to be forgiven that 10% penalty. Andrew, Luzmila Sanchez, how you doing? Any tips on this? What is that, Kevin Krautsack? Are the 401k fees waived for how long? The 10% penalty is waived, once you draw it out, up to $100,000. Up to $100,000 as long as you're affected by the coronavirus. Or you are taking care of somebody who is infected by the coronavirus. So you are able to take out up to $100,000. Tim Ledbetter, how you doing? Kevin Severn, how's it over there, Kevin? How's it over in Europe? My country possibly offering more money. I love the country boy look today. That's right. That's for you, JR. That's for you, JR. 401ks are getting hit hard. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be taking money out of there right now, but they are giving you that 10% penalty waiver. So, you know, it might, I'm not encouraging you to do that. I want you to keep your money in the market. I don't think we need to freak out about that. But if you do need the money, that is a new part of the Relief Act. The other part is they're going to be sending out checks. They're going to be sending out $2,400 to people married filing jointly that are making less than $150,000 a year. This is based off your 2018 tax return. If you're making $75,000 a year or less in 2018, it's $1,200 that is going to be written to you. And then you get $500 for each child. This does present the biggest buying opportunity of a lifetime. Yes, that's exactly right. J.R. Fitch, you are right. There is a huge opportunity to buy. I have no idea when I would be getting into the market. I think it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better. That's my personal opinion. But I'm not allowed to give financial advice, so I'm not giving advice on that. When will we get checks for the relief? That's a great question, Kevin. I would say in due time. In due time, man. But we're going to get you that SBA loan, man. We're going to be working on that SBA loan for you this week. You'll be contacted by Sarah this week, Sarah Kate. She is going to start your application process. So let's say that all of that goes well and we do this for you this week. We get it submitted, which I believe we will. It'll probably be, if you are approved, you will most likely be getting a check the first or second week of May, based off the timeline that they give you on the SBA website. Do you have any advice for households with incomes above $200,000? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but congratulations on making over $200,000. You won't be getting any relief checks. I'm sorry about that, but the government's going to consider you well off enough to not get any of that relief. I would be filing your tax returns if you're going to get a refund. If you typically pay a lot in taxes, I would be more than happy to look at your prior year returns, because we've been able to do some amazing things for taxpayers and giving them what I'm calling like a little mini stimulus package that is helping those incomes of $200,000 or higher. So Marcia, PM me, private message me, and I would love to take a look at your returns. We can show you where you probably have some blind spots in your tax planning. You're not allowed to give financial advice either. That's right, JR. I don't understand it. You're financial advisors, but you can't give financial advice. It's crazy. Regulators, you know. Anyways, great questions. Really appreciate you being on here. Matt Deere, I saw you on there. I hope you're still watching. These are definitely unprecedented times. I'm going to be going live a lot more. Each one of my lives is going to be put on my YouTube channel. If you want to go and watch any of that specific information relative to the SBAs, states are starting to give bridge loans right now. Specific states that are requiring shutdowns, that are requiring you to stay in your house. Those states, New York, California, they're coming out with their own regulations for bridge loans that are available as well. You can get those as well as the federal ones. Daniel Hodges, we are using crew members who are usually in the field to follow up with customers. Get on our elderly, teaching extra safety techniques and adding to our sales teams. Got to think outside the box. You're exactly right, man. That's exactly what you need to be doing right now. That's awesome. Congratulations to you for coming up with that new way of doing business. I think there's so many opportunities right now, and that's what I'm going to be on here talking about. Spreading some of the positive vibe right now. I know that it's difficult times. Restaurant owners, I know, are going through really difficult times. I don't even know what to say to a restaurant owner right now. I feel really, really bad. There's a lot of relief that's out there. Yes, it's in the form of loans, but it's only at a 3.75% interest rate. That is really inexpensive money. I did a scenario, if the government gave you $500,000 at a 3.75% interest rate over a 30-year fixed monthly payment, it would be $2,216 a month. That is not a lot of money, but that is a hell of a lot of money to get up front. And that's what a 3.75% interest rate will get you. It's pretty incredible. But yeah, they're loans. I mean, that's what they're doing. So stay tuned to a lot of these lives. I'm going to have to get off of here real quick. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have an incredible week. Keep your head up and realize that these are unprecedented times, but there is a lot of opportunity that we can all take advantage of right now if we start doing the right actions. And those actions are to continue to get up early, write your goals down, and call your existing relationships. Check in with them. Do that this week, and I bet you will generate some opportunity. And if anything else, you'll at least solidify a relationship even more for your business. Hope you have a good day.